Well, hello there, my name is Vladimir, welcome to my studio. This is the Jazzmaster Diary 8, 9, probably 9, I don't remember anymore. Because it's been a while since I did the last one. And as you can see, the guitar isn't ready just yet. This is where I got basically over this springtime. And unfortunately, there won't be any more courses during the springtime, and the whole thing will continue in the fall. There were many things. Basically, like, life happened, and I wasn't able to attend all of the courses like full time as I wanted to. I had to sometimes arrive late or leave early, sometimes actually both, and that meant that I didn't kind of make the progress I wanted to make. But let's just kind of go through what's been happening here. Let's start with the body, as you can see. Try not to get too many reflections. It's almost done, like finish-wise. The only thing that it basically needs anymore is just polish, which is like a thin coat layer, or like, actually it's like first a little bit of sanding. Let's put it on the details cam. Try not to get too much reflections. Especially love how this turned out. Just looks absolutely amazing, and when it will be kind of more polished, and right now it actually has a lot of dust on it as well, it will look even better. You can see this is the part where I kind of sanded through the color, which ain't cool, but it will be under the pickguard, so nobody really cares or won't be seeing it. It will be secret between us, you and my viewers. Yeah, weird jokes. So yeah, this is where I kind of got basically body-wise. Over the past weeks when I was attending the course, it was basically like sanding, then adding some color or base coat, then being really careful with the sanding again so I won't sand through the color. As you can see in one spot that did not happen, but yeah, you get the idea. So basically it was just that back and forth, and sometimes that can be really frustrating because you look at the guitar and like, oh, it's so nice and shiny and the finish looks awesome, and then the guitar teacher tells you, yeah, that's cool, sand most of that off, and then you add some more base coats. I'm really happy how the last few coat layers kind of went, because I managed to make them thin enough so there's no like leaks or anything here, so that's really good. I'm slightly scared because of the fact that it is a little bit matte finish, so I might have to add like one more thin base coat layer on it. I'm not sure, I don't remember from my previous guitars, from the Tele for example, which is also like gloss finish. Let's unplug that. I don't remember the state of the finish before we went through the whole kind of polish process, so I'm not 100% sure whether that's just fine or we need to do something else with it. This is a nice detail, like there's a lot of epoxy glue and you can see the kind of small bubbles and holes in here, and I'm actually happy that this guitar will have like texture a little bit. The knot over here also, you can kind of feel it, maybe you can see it also as well, like that. Like, it's not super flat and I love it. Nothing is kind of in the way, but it just looks really cool. But yeah, once the finishing process or kind of polishing or all of that is done, the only thing that's left to do with the body is to drill the holes for the strap-ins and the bridge, and that's it really, and obviously for the pickguard as well. The cool thing about guitar of this type is that like the pickups and the jacks and everything will be mounted on the pickguard itself, so like just holes for the pickguard, the bridge, straps, and you're good to go basically. So not too much to do with the body, but it's still like 1 or 2 weekly courses. I'm not sure how I'm going to attend it in the fall, but yeah, that's where I got with the body. I also have a neck for the guitar, and this is in pretty good shape, like a familiar Fender shape. I went for the smaller headstock. I'm not a huge fan of I think it's the 70s headstock, which is a bigger one. I like the traditional one. It has the tuner holes. They are pretty even, not like 100%. I think these are a bit closer together than these two, but nothing major. Nobody's going to notice that. Again, it will be something that just we know that it's not like 100% perfect. What else? There's a nut slot there now. which was actually surprisingly kind of a lot of work to make it even, and just like a lot of measuring, finding out the kind of center line on the guitar neck and stuff like that. Just a bunch of work, and then it's just like one swift and then the nut solder is there, and it has, you basically need to get it right, because otherwise the distance of the nut and the bridge won't be what it needs to be, and then you need to kind of adjust it or compensate for that by moving the bridge a little bit further away. And yeah, that's basically how it goes if I mess up. Luckily I didn't, it should be just fine. Something that I did mention in the last video, I think, was that like one of these threads, I think it's this one, basically I kind of sawed it a little bit crooked, and what has happened since then was that I filled it with super glue and sawed it again, so it still looks like it's slightly crooked, but it shouldn't be now. Need to check this thread slot as well actually, and again it looks a little bit crooked, but it's actually like more on the right than it appears. It's a weird kind of optical illusion thing, but yeah, need to make sure that these are straight enough, so so yeah, the guitar will be more in tune basically. So that's what's happened. On the back side, I've been working on the truss rod, and actually it's inside here already. You'll be seeing some footage from different phases of what's been happening here. Again, a lot of measuring, finding the center line, how much it should be from the kind of tail end of the guitar and from the headstock end, then like carefully positioning the kind of template which would guide the router, top mounted router that is, and then routing the truss rod slot, and it had to be a bit wider over here, and as you can see it didn't went like perfectly, but I think behind this line everything will be in the neck pocket, or is it even here, so nobody's going to see it, but it's just there. More secrets between you and me, so much fun. Yeah, then I basically installed the truss rod, and let's see, yeah, you can see it, there it is. It's perfectly positioned. I can already adjust it if I want to, so it's there, it's working. And this piece, I think it might be rosewood, I might be forgetting which one it is, but yeah, again, some footage of how I basically made this one, and it's there, it's flat with the rest of the neck surface, and basically the neck is ready for me applying the frets first, and that will happen first because when I put on frets here, and I think I have my fret material somewhere over here, or maybe not, it might be in the closet, never mind that. Basically when I put the frets here, because the neck isn't carved yet, and because this surface is flat, it's much easier to work on the frets while doing that. So I'll be able to sand the sides of the frets because these sides are still even, and I'm not kind of in any danger of ruining the neck shape or anything like that. So I'll be applying the frets here, then sanding the ends and kind of leveling them a little bit, doing the radius thing before that actually as well. By the way, I'm not sure what kind of radius I'm going for. Maybe something like slightly modernish. I think the Tele has like 9.5 to 11ish. I think I was going for like 9 to 12 to do like a compound radius, but it became slightly more kind of 9.5ish here, and maybe slightly less flat, so like 11 here. But I like it a lot. I think I might be going for the radius here, but slightly thicker neck shape. So that's what I'll be doing next, and just still a lot of stuff to do. Shaping the neck does take time, and this is my first time working on a one-piece maple neck, so that should be interesting. This neck will not be finished in any other way than just adding some oil, and this is how it will look like hopefully when it's done, because this is a maple neck and it's just, I think, some sort of beeswax infused oil or something like that, or maybe just gun oil. I don't remember anymore because it's been 5 years or so when this was finished. Actually more, even more I think. But yeah, like oil finish, this will be oil finished. They will look awesome, and then this neck with this body will look amazing. Let's put it this way so you can almost imagine how it will look like. Look, it's close to a guitar. Yeah, so that's what's been going on. I do feel a little bit bad that I didn't get to finish the guitar this spring, but I'd rather do it kind of really well than just try to rush it and have it ready as soon as possible, but because that never results in the kind of happy ending, so to speak, maybe. Yeah, with my black guitar, you might have seen in many of my videos, like I did that in a year by attending both the weekly course and the weekend course, and you can see where I have rushed some things, especially in the finish of the guitar, and I don't want to do that again. I have 3 electric guitars at my place right now, so I'm more than happy with those. They cover pretty much all the grounds I need. This will be just a nice extra, and I want to make it right because I hopefully will enjoy it for the rest of my life. The additional 6 months or so, they don't really matter. It will be ready when it will be ready. So this also means that there will be quite a break in my Jazzmaster build diary, for obvious reasons basically. So I don't know, I might be doing something else during that time or during the break time, not sure yet. We shall find out. But yeah, that's about it really for now. Again, there will be a several months long break. If you have any questions about this build, about the guitar, anything like that, leave a comment down below. And if you like this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribe and all those things. You know how this works. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks for watching this video. I shall see you next time.